Hi, this is Terry with Central Valley Air Gunners and FoxAirPower.com. How's everybody doing? So today, we're going to go over the AEA Challenger Pro in 25 cal. We'll do some tests with some different ammo, and we'll check out a couple of other things, like we're going to check the pull on this and the trigger pull, and see what she does. Okay, so let's get to it. Alright, first thing, let's see what it takes to pull back this cocking lever. £5, 3.5 ounces. £5, 11.6 ounces. £5, 7.8 ounces, for an average of 5 pounds, 7.6 ounces. Seems really light. You know, let me check something. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Just for fun. Let's see what it takes to pull this cocking lever back. Ready? 5 pounds, 9.8 ounces. Enough said, right? It's the same amount of pull for both guns. So that's really saying something for this AEA Challenger Pro. Especially at the price levels these two guns are at. Anyway, very nice. Very nice outcome on that experiment. Okay, let's test the trigger pull. Okay, ready? 1 pound, 1.5 ounce. $14.7 ounces. $15.1 ounces, for an average of 15.8 ounces to pull that trigger. Less than a pound, folks. Alright. Next thing we're going to do is install the Donnie FL and the adapter. Okay. I want to remove the thread protector. The thread protector, not only is the thread protector, but it aligns the shroud in the barrel. I don't know if you can see that shroud floats on the barrel there. So this recesses into the barrel, into the shroud I mean, and centers the barrel. So does the Donnie FL adapter. Same thing. There's that lip, and it's going to recess inside the shroud and center the shroud on the barrel. So what this adapter does, it gives us 1/2 by 20 threads, which is very, very common. This is super cool looking too. I have some Ronins, 1/2 by 20. These are 22 to 25 caliber Ronins. I have those in stock. I have the adapter, the gun, the scope, everything, you know. So there you go. That's the 25 cal Challenger Pro with a Ronin on it. Very good. Okay. All right. This is where we're starting. We're just shy of 4,500 PSI. So I had to switch over to the Caldwell Chronograph. Even though this one's my favorite, it maxes out at 1,099 feet per second. And I started out with this Doppler radar chronograph, and the gun's shooting way faster than that. It doesn't even register. So anyway, I'm back. I've got the Caldwell set up again. We're gonna shoot these 33.95s, 10 round magazine. 33.95 plugged in there. Let's hit start. And see what happens. Ready for this? Jeez. 1,120 feet per second, man. 94.58 foot-pounds. 94.58 foot-pounds of energy, man. Okay, that's shot number 1. 9 more to go. (1,120 feet per second). 94.58 foot-pounds. It went up a little bit. Let's run the whole rest of these 8 out. You know, of course, this is too fast for pellets. We're going to do this over again and turn down the power wheel and see what happens. So, for now, 8 more rounds at this level. (1,010 feet per second). 92 foot-pounds. 1,107 feet per second. 92.40 foot-pounds. 1,114 feet per second. 93.57 foot-pounds. 1,111 feet per second. 93.06 foot-pounds. The regulator showing itself. That's a good sign, right? A duplicate. 1,111 feet per second. 93.06 foot-pounds. This is shot number 8 here. 1,112 feet per second. 93.23 foot-pounds. 1,111 feet per second. 93.06 foot-pounds. This is shot number 10 and the last round in the mag. 1,108 feet per second. 92.56 foot-pounds. This gun is awesome. Let's look at this. Okay. Look how consistent that is. Shot 1 through 10. Amazing. Way over 90 foot-pounds for every shot. So look at here. There's your average feet per second. 1,111.3 feet per second. Standard deviation is 3.7, which is nothing. Your minimum speed at this level was 1,107 feet per second. Your max speed, a mind-blowing 1,120 feet per second, man. A spread of 13. You can't say nothing bad about this thing, man. This thing is consistent and powerful. All right, man. Let's move on to the next step. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to turn this down to try to slow that pellet down, or we are going to slow that pellet down. This is a number 3 Allen wrench. You have to unlock this. Go around here. We're going to try the first line off of center to the left there. And see what that does. I'm going to go over here and lock it down. Alright, so the same pellets, 33.95s. I got 10 of them. We're just gonna mess around here and see if we can get these pellets down to a speed that's conducive for pellets. You know, 900, 950. You seen we turn it down. Hit start there. I think everything's good. Okay. That is 1,082 feet per second. 88 foot-pounds. Let's try one more. That's still too fast. 1,075 feet per second. 87 foot-pounds. I'm going to turn it down again. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see here. I've got it turned down to the second line past top center there. Let's see what that does. Make sure I got this locked down. Okay. There you go. 936 feet per second. 66 foot-pounds. 942 feet per second. That's this great pellet speed. You can even go a little lower. 936 feet per second. 937 feet per second. Incredible. 936 feet per second. 941 feet per second. This is like my sweet spot. I like this speed. This is a heavy pellet for 25 cal, and it's a perfect weight, perfect speed. 936 feet per second. Last shot. 936 feet per second. The regulator is really showing itself, and it's really doing its job. Okay. Let's look at this. Look at that. We don't need to look at these numbers because we've been messing around with the power wheel. We just want to see what we did here. Our first two shots were the first solid line to the left of top dead center. The rest of the shots were the second line away from top dead center. The first or second solid line. You saw it in the video. So, starting with shot number 3 through 10, look how consistent those shots are. 936, 936, 936, 936, 936. I see like 5 of those. It's incredible. 66 foot-pounds. Look how consistent that is. I mean, seriously, look how consistent that is. I'll take a screenshot as always. Okay, here we are. Just under 4,500 PSI. And we're going to do what I think the gun was meant to do. We're going to shoot these Mr. Hollow Point 43 grain slugs out of this gun. So, okay, let me get that set up. Okay, we're going to do these 43 grain Hollow Point slugs. So, the first thing we're going to want to do, obviously, is turn this thing back up to full power. Because slugs like to go fast. This gun's meant for these slugs. 43 grain Hollow Point slug by Mr. Hollow Point, Robert Vogel. They fit in the magazine nicely. Rotates great. Look at that. Looks mean, right? It is mean. Okay. Let's see what these slugs do. Ready for this? Full power. Let's turn it on, right? Hit start. Okay. Wow. 1,027 feet per second. We're still over 100 foot-pounds. 100.72 foot-pounds at 1,027 feet per second. This is no joke. Okay, let's go for round 2. 1,021 feet per second. 1,027 feet per second. Or 1,020 feet per second, I'm sorry. 99.35 foot-pounds. Duplicate. 1,020 feet per second. 99.35 foot-pounds. 1,015 feet per second. 98.38 foot-pounds. 1,023 feet per second. 99.94 foot-pounds. 1,016 feet per second. 98.58 foot-pounds. These slugs are no joke, man. They're screaming downrange, and they're carrying a ton of energy. Okay. Round number 8 coming up. 1,016 feet per second. 98.58 foot-pounds. 1,016 feet per second. Look at that. 3 duplicates in a row. Okay. This is shot number 10 and the final round in the magazine. 1,019 feet per second. 99.16 foot-pounds. Psst. Wow. I'm blown away. This gun is no joke. These slugs love this gun. The gun loves the slugs. Okay, let's look at this real quick. There's your average speed for these 43 grain slugs. 1,019.3 feet per second. A super low 3.8 standard deviation. There's your minimum speed, 1,015 feet per second. Your max speed, 1,027 feet per second. And there's your spread for all 10 rounds. 12. It's nothing. This gun is super, super regulated. Look at the shot string here, 1 through 10. Look at number 1 there, 100.72 foot-pounds. The rest of them are what, 99, 98 foot-pounds? Look at the consistency there. Shot 7, 8, 9. Incredible. All right, I'll screenshot this as well. Stop. Okay, I thought we were done, but I found some Mr. Hollow Point 55 grains. They don't fit in the magazine, but they sure do fit in the breech and in the barrel. So we're going to run 10 of these through this thing. 55 grains. I've got the 55 grain plugged in right there. I'm going to hit start. Of course, I have to hand feed these. So this is how you do that. Just stick them in there. Ready for this? 945 feet per second. A whopping 109.8 foot-pounds. That's the most foot-pounds we've got all day, right? Well, it's the heaviest projectile, so, you know. Okay, just feed it in there. Look at that. 938 feet per second. 107.47 foot-pounds. Well worth the effort to hand load these for all that energy. 940 feet per second. 107.93 foot-pounds. 941 feet per second, 108.16 foot-pounds. Very easy to load. 939 feet per second, 107.70 foot-pounds of energy. 938 feet per second, 107.47 foot-pounds of energy. I think that's a duplicate. You can see how well the regulator is working in this gun. It's very efficient. 937 feet per second. 107.24 foot-pounds. Looks like 107 foot-pounds is the winner chicken dinner for today. 940 feet per second. 107.93 foot-pounds of energy. This is shot number 9 with these heavies. 937 feet per second. 107.24 foot-pounds. That's a duplicate. Again, with another shot there, I think shot number 7. Wow. All right. 10th and final shot. 938 feet per second. 107.47 foot-pounds of energy. Look at that. This gun is the best gun I've shot from AEA that is this consistent. There's your average speed there, 939.3 feet per second. Your standard deviation is even lower than the other caliber or the other types of ammo. 2.4 standard deviation. Minimum speed 937, max 945 feet per second. Spread's super low there too. 8 raw 10 rounds for those heavies. There's your shot string. Shot number 1, there's your winner for the energy, 109.08 foot-pounds, 945 feet per second. These are mind-blowing numbers. You guys all know that. And look how consistent. Look at all the 107s. Shot number 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All 107 foot-pounds of energy. Okay. I'll screenshot this thing as well. Okay, so there you go. These are some mind-blowing results for this AEA Challenger Pro in 25 cal. It's a really good air gun. You can't deny it. I also want to point out my T-Eagle SR 8x44 optics and the T-Eagle T20 mount. Look at that. It's made for this gun, right? Alright, and there's the Ronin, the adapter. Everything about this is in front of us here. That's a winning package. Winning performance. Super regulated. I'm highly impressed. Okay, so that's the AEA Challenger Pro in 25 cal. And that's all I have for today. This is Terry with Central Valley Air Gunners and FoxAirPower.com. I want to thank everybody for being here and thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.